God, I don't remember what it is.
Saturday, work day. I think there's some kind of wedding happening. Some kind of wedding happening at work today. See how that goes. Don't get me wrong, I think it's great when people get married. It just makes it a little tough to work on airplanes. Sunrise.
Fell asleep with stains, cake deep in the knees. What a pain. Now hang me up to dry. You run me out too many times. Now hang me up to dry. I'm burning like the whites of your eyes.
Alright. Changing out a graphics card. Modular avionics unit basically has a bunch of slots with different computer cards in it. So right there.
You know which one it is?
No?
It's actually in the Honeywell flight line maintenance manual. It tells you, it has a whole layout of the MAL. It's also on that chart up over there. Yeah. You see that chart on the wall? Yeah. Just. So each one of these cards do a different thing. Let's say that 3 and 4 are the AGMs 1 and 2. They provide graphics to display units up in the front. And let's say, but that's all they do. That's all the cards do. They just produce graphic images. Say 8 and 9 is the generic input-output module. Discrete signals such as like, yes, the landing gear is down. No, the landing gear is not down. And then they send that information. I believe it's the NIC cards, N1 and N2, that process like all the information and relay it to whatever modules need to know that information. Like for example, the pilot wants to see that the landing gear is down. So the GIO card will relay the information to the NIC card, which then relays the information to the AGM, which then sends the signal to the display units. It's super complicated. It's a computer though. You know, it's just like your average computer with a bunch of circuit boards, and the modules are basically just circuit boards. You'll see when we remove it. It's a very complex looking exposed circuit board. They're super expensive. They're like, how much are each card? How much is each card? You know?
Isn't the whole thing like 200,000?
Yeah, I know the box alone is like 20 grand, and the box is literally just a metal shell with a fan in it. I can hold it from over there better.
ESD.
Yep.
Did you tell them why ESD is so important?
It's static electricity, so it stays still. It has a very high potential. Let's say you go and you touch a door handle and then you see a spark. That is ESD, electrostatic discharge, and that would destroy this box. Even if you don't even feel anything, these cards are so sensitive to ESD that you have to wear a strap, and it has a piece of metal in it connected to that wire, and you connect that wire to the box, and you basically ground yourself to the box, and you make your body the same potential as the box. So there's no way that any static electricity can be discharged.
So
That
new card.
Yep. And that bag protects it from electrostatic discharge. Oh yeah, dude.
Money shot.
that is like what, 20 grand, 30 grand, something ridiculous, something I don't want to know.
It's like a graphics card for your computer.
Exactly.
Only a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
So scary.
I know. One mistake, 20 grand.
Vincent ran to get a torque wrench so we can set the proper torque. Then we'll have to reload all the software to the computers and do a functional test to make sure we fix the issue.
.42 inch-pounds of force. So these connectors have something called a rhino horn, and this rhino horn is actually purposely bent like that. It basically slides in, the top slides in, and it's angled like that so it automatically lines it up for you. It's basically dummy proof.
Alright, lift it up slightly. Yeah.
There's 4 of them, right?
Yeah. Where do you think the hardware is for them?
Right here. The AGM1 provides graphics to Display Unit 1 and Display Unit 2. Display Unit 3 and Display Unit 4 gets its graphics from AGM2, which hasn't failed. So the reason why this screen is on is because we have these special little knobs right here that in the case of a failure of an AGM, you can switch it from norm, which it's normally powered by AGM1, to AGM2. So let's say I switch this back to norm. Now you can see that both screens are failed.
All right, about to load the configuration CD onto all the data cards. Got the laptop hooked up to the plane via Ethernet.
So basically all the modules are blank slates. You actually have to program them with software, and that's what we're doing right now. We're installing software onto these computer modules. So it's literally a computer, just like a computer you have at home, like a desktop. So that's what we're doing right now.
So right now the configuration check is looking at all the different MAU cards, I believe 12 of them, and it's seeing which cards need data loaded to them. Okay, configuration check is complete. I'm going to select start load.
2 hours later.
Load complete. We're going to power cycle the plane, then load some additional configuration CDs.
So while James is fucking with that, I am pinging the cards.
Figured out what my issue is.
James asked me to give him some tooling because he okay, so let me show you what he's dealing with, which is a lot worse than what I'm dealing with. The MAU is secured to the bottom of the floor. The forward side of the MAU has a lip that hooks underneath the flange. The rear side of the MAU has 4 swing bolts. Basically, they're like bolts that swing up and latch onto the MAU when you tighten it, and those bolts need a deep socket. So James has to reach his hand down into the abyss and find the swing bolt, and when he asked me to hand him a tool, I totally forgot to give him a deep socket. So he's been trying for the last like 20 minutes to try to tighten a bolt that couldn't be tightened. All right, let's see. So this is what I'm looking at. These are you ping the cards by using their IP addresses. So right now I just finished pinging the AGM1 card, which is the card we replaced, and it pinged out just fine.
I got it, man.
All 4?
All 4.
God, that's hot.
Hey, I'm gonna film these people setting up for the wedding.
Go for it.
While we finish fixing the plane, watch all the wedding shenanigans go down. Yo, this wedding situation's getting pretty serious in here. Pretty serious. Vince, what do you think about this wedding situation?
It's pretty dumb.
Oh, come on. It's their special day, dude. Wow. That's where the magic happens, right over there, you know. They say their vows, tie in the knot for good. Unless you're an American, then it's a temporary situation to be renewed with a new person whenever you feel ready. All right, they asked us to move the planes into a semicircle around the wedding area. So I'm gonna get a quick time lapse of that. Okay, I know I'm not supposed to go on the roof anymore, but the sky is amazing right now. Yeah. Sick. I love the view up here. Get the LAX approach and departures, mountains, Santa Monica, more mountains, ocean. Not too shabby. I'm editing the video right now, and I just realized I forgot to mention replacing that AGM card did fix the issue. Also, congratulations to the newlyweds.